Welcome or welcome back, I'm Kansai Sprockets, and in this video I'd like to touch on bike cleaning maintenance, specifically how to get your cassette to look like this. Let's hit it. I think it's safe to say you've seen videos instructing you to do this. Here are my 4 reasons why I think this is not a good practice for a home mechanic. Overspray onto disc rotors. For this demonstration, I'm going to use an actual dirty cassette. I will also remove the rotor. Prepare a paper guard behind the cassette. And spray the greaser as instructed on the videos. Immediately you see here where the off-spray will end up all over your rotor and therefore contaminating your brakes. Brush splash onto disc rotors. As per instruction, I will prepare bike wash, dish soap and water. Set the paper guard once more and get to brushing. Even with a gentle brush, you'll see here the splatter that will end up on your rotors, therefore contaminating your brakes. Removing grit that a brush cannot. Sand and dirt hardens with chain oil to form grit that without scraping off is an almost impossible task with a brush. And finally, you'd be silly to adopt this cleaning method on a trainer. Granted, you'll see pro mechanics clean in this manner, but what is often omitted from the video are the time restraints where stages requiring the mechanic or mechanics to have to clean and service 10 to 15 bikes in 3 to 4 hours in order to be ready for the following day's course requirements. Add to that component sponsorships that allow teams, well, the big ones anyway, to replace drive parts for every race and several times during a grand tour. Okay, so what's the alternative? For the same price as those fancy cleaning products, you can pick up a wrench, a chain whip, and a lock ring tool specific to your cassette. Begin by shifting the derailleur into the highest gear. Then remove the wheel. Ideally, a chain dolly like this is a great help as it makes cleaning the chain and derailleur far easier, which I'll cover in another video. To remove the cassette, place the chain whip over the low gear sprockets. This helps with more leverage when removing the lock ring. Fit the lock ring removing tool. Using the wrench, restrict the movement of the cassette with the chain whip whilst loosening the lock ring. Then go ahead and remove the rotor. Placing the cassette on a rag, remove all the grit thoroughly from between the sprockets with a scraping tool. Best to use something malleable as opposed to, say, a screwdriver in order to prevent bending sprocket teeth. Give the cassette a good spray with the greaser and get brushing. Wipe and clean the loose sprockets and follow with a surface wipe of the cassette stack. Place over the cassette body and with a flossing motion, clean between the sprockets, working your way up the stack. With the rotor removed, there's no need to worry about contamination with the greaser or grit drop-off. If it is not clean to your desired effect, repeat this process until it is. This process is easier with more expensive cassettes, as you'll find more sprockets are able to be separated from the stack. Look, no doubt this process takes more time, so it will basically boil down to whether you can be bothered doing it or not. You will, however, get more from your parts, which means having to open your wallet less frequently for replacements. Either way, it's a viable alternative. Happy biking.